Bop. What's up, babies? Wait, I want to make sure I'm live because I wasn't live yesterday for like 5 minutes when the stream started. StreamYard is tripping. Let me make sure we're good to go. I just want to make sure we're good to go. Okay, we're good to go. I see myself. What's up, babies? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto on a fantastic Thursday day. I actually spent about 10 minutes in the sunshine this morning, which I should probably do every day because sunshine is just good for you. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash the like button. It helps with the algorithm. The least you can do is smash the like. It's free to do, you cheap motherfucker. And subscribe to the channel if you like being here, and consider becoming a member. Just because, why not? I mean, why wouldn't you want to be a member? You know what I mean? Why? It's your problem, But today we had some interesting pieces of news, and I'm going to do things a little differently today. We're going to go ahead and make sure we talk about the actual news, and then we'll get into the gossip, which everyone is loving so much. And thank you guys so much for watching all my new videos that that I've been putting a lot of work into, and they're getting a ton of views, and that's probably what it is, right? You put in effort to a popular subject, and you get views for it. So the videos take a little longer, and I know I'm not making as many old style videos as I used to do, but it's actually nice to put together a decent video and get good views on it. It's like you get rewarded for your work. So I love it. I love it, baby. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? And if you guys are new to the chat, I spend the first 5 or so minutes greeting the chat because without you guys, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. So, without you guys, I wouldn't have it. All right, so and if you're watching over on X, repost this post, like this post, all that good stuff. But we have Cam OG in the chat. Sacco, what's up, Sacco? Somebody speak to my manager. Edgar, I saw Edgar with the morning pump this workout. Let's go, baby. This morning, the morning workout pump. What's up, baby? Brinrex, good morning, sir. Armand, Bullish Morel, Steve, how's the roofing going? You finished? We have Racket Club, the best tennis trainer in the world. Racket, thoughts on Djokovic being the freaking GOAT. Jay, what's up, Jay? How you doing, baby? What's up, Jay? Any new car experiments going on? We have Bud. What's up, Bud? How you doing, baby? We have Bullish Morale. Mike, good morning, good morning. Bree. And if you're watching like a weirdo, participate in the comment section. Come on, stop being weird. If you're being weird over there, just hanging out in the comment section, not doing anything, come hang out. Brad, what's up, baby? How you doing? Brad says, Rodney, I've got to be a cheap MF. Guns don't buy themselves, and I don't have so much money and priorities. Yeah, I know. I have to be cheap too, guys. It's been a tough bear market for a lot of us, right? But what's cool about this bear market, views don't come easy on crypto channels anymore. They just don't. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit more about other cryptocurrency channels, and that'll be one of the topics of today's BitBoys video. But the hype is dying with crypto right now, and it seems like we're on the verge of another bull run. But I think there's more hard times to come. Black Voices, what's up, baby? How you doing? Good morning. R Lake, good morning. Good morning. We have Edgar. Said Edgar. Wait, is Jason here? Jason, what's up, baby? Jason, I saw a picture of you and your kids on Facebook. Y'all beautiful family. Eric, Lamb Chops in the house. What's up, Lamb Chops? What's up, baby? And if you guys didn't see yesterday, your boy was on Around the Blockchain. And trading too is volume, right? If there's no interest, then guess what? I mean, who cares, right? It's all about volume. People are pretty much, this is a show where you go. It's actually BitBoy Crypto's show called Around the Blockchain. Hey, they invited me to come on. They invited a lot of people. But what's cool is like what happens is they talk about specific topics, and then you have to talk about them, and the crowd gives you points. And guess who fucking won yesterday? Guess who took the W? Hold on.
32 here on the East Coast. That means it's 5 o'clock elsewhere, and we've got to run right now. The game has been won by Rodney. It's been a close fought battle in the trenches, but he had the pop and takes. He had the alpha on what a dead project is.
First of all, shout out to Gareth, Craig, and Fettuccine Nick. All really cool guys. And it was cool to hang out with those guys and talk about current events and cryptocurrency. A lot of these guys are technical analysis guys. Gareth is and Craig is, and Fettuccine's an NFT guy. But it was good just to sit there and talk with them and get the W for the team. What was nice about this is that I got to meet a lot of cool new people, and Around the Blockchain is good exposure. I mean, they don't have a ton of subscribers. I actually have more subscribers than them, but it's still a good channel. And in light of all the crazy alien invasion news, Fettuccine Nick posted this, which is funny because this is what the picture that Mexico is telling us that it's an alien, allegedly an alien, right? But like, look at this is an alien invasion. We would like this is how the alien invasion would go. We would literally kick the shit out of them little guys. I wish an alien would pull up to Earth looking like that, bro. ET looking at boy. You know what I mean? I wish an alien would pull up to Earth looking like that. You know what I mean? Crazy. All right, let's get into the news. I know you guys came here for the news. What's up, MRNC? How you doing? I see you. Money, what's up, baby? Alex, good morning. Good thing to know we can F up the alien. Yeah, I wish we would have an alien invasion like that, dude. Can you imagine us just punting little ET looking motherfuckers? That has to be fake, right? Rodney told Gareth and Craig that TA is boring to their faces. Well, it is boring. They're good at what they do, though, especially Gareth. He seems very knowledgeable, very articulate, and what he says makes sense. But I think just TA is boring. Isn't TA just boring? It gets a lot of views, though. People will watch that because it's kind of like hopium. But I do think it's boring. It's just my opinion. I'm sure they don't like crypto gossip, which I'm the gossip guy. So I'm sure they think I talk too much or some shit. So that's fine. But the thing about living in today's age, normally, it's like you can have opposing views and different perspectives as another person and still be friends, right? That's what it's about. And I respect Gareth and what he does. And he has a crazy following, so he's good at what he does. And his setup is so sick. So I think it's boring. It's like people who watch Cryptos R Us every day. Hi guys, welcome back to Cryptos R Us. I'm George. This is why Bitcoin's gonna pump tomorrow. It's just all fucking hopium. It's just boring, played out. All right, let's get into the news. All right. So the overall cryptocurrency market is just kind of trading sideways, dirtling a little bit. And what we found out is that even though inflation data wasn't as good as expected, crypto is just not doing anything. It's not pumping or dumping with the overall markets and not based on economic data. But what's interesting is that the cryptocurrency market's not going to run. It's not going to run unless we have better economic times, you could say, a better economic environment, because crypto is a risky asset. No one has any extra money to spend. And when no one has any extra money to spend, they can't ape it on shitcoins and altcoins. And that's pretty much what it is. Big institutions are looking to get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't really in the crosshairs of the SEC. It's mostly altcoins and scam ass projects and, cryptocurrency exchanges they perceive to be not following securities and exchange laws and stuff like that. But Bitcoin's pretty safe. So it's just altcoins are boring right now. But if there's no retail coming into crypto, the market's just not going to pump. Even with big institutions coming into crypto, there's no retail, right? Okay, so the overall cryptocurrency market is up 1.27% today, sitting at a $1.06 trillion market cap. Our trending cryptos are SHIB, Bitcoin, and Solana. So that's pretty interesting. So a little 1% recovery today. Not bad. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So another asset manager, Deutsche Bank, is going to offer Bitcoin and crypto custody services. Now, yesterday we had news that a bunch of banks were laying off employees, which isn't good, but this is kind of cool to see Deutsche Bank, doing something for the cryptocurrency world, I guess, right? Now, U.S. Congressman, which I think this is Tom Emmer. Yeah, it's Tom Emmer, who's historically pretty bullish on cryptocurrency, but has been really outspoken on CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies, said this.
The Central Bank Digital Currency Anti-Surveillance State Act, which puts a check on unelected bureaucrats and ensures that the United States digital currency policy upholds our values of privacy, individual sovereignty, and free market competitiveness.
Talk that shit, Tom.
Recent actions from the Biden administration have made it clear that they are not only itching to create a digital dollar, but they're willing to trade Americans' right to financial privacy for a surveillance-style CBDC. This bill ensures the future of crypto is in the hands of the American people, not the administrative state.
Yeah, Tom.
By prohibiting the Federal Reserve from creating a tool with unfettered insight into Americans' financial data. If not open, permissionless, and private, like cash, a CBDC is nothing more than a CCP-style surveillance tool that can be weaponized to oppress the American way of life. We're not going to let that happen. Not on House Republicans' watch. And I want to thank the Financial Services Committee for considering our bill this month. And we're going to continue working to ensure that the digital economy is designed by Americans and emulates American values. And I return it to the...
Talk that shit, Tom. Vote Republican. I'm just kidding. You can vote whatever you want. But I'm saying there's one side that looks a little iffy towards cryptocurrency, and there's another side that doesn't. Now, check this out. In 2022, these 97 members of U.S. Congress profited from trading stocks that were influenced by committees they sat on. Very, very interesting. Now, Elizabeth Warren, besides the fact that she lied about being Native American, and she looks like an absolute tool. She looks like the teacher you don't like. Her salary is what, like $70,000, $90,000 a year, something like that. She's been in Congress for 10 years. Well, her net worth is what, like 90 something $million. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Same thing with Nancy Pelosi. How is Nancy Pelosi worth $300 million? That's fucking crazy to me. Nuts. You know what I mean? So Congress, man, interesting that they're making so much money. I wonder who Sam Bankman-Fried paid. That's going to be interesting if that actually comes out. And thank you guys so much for the kind words. Thank you so much, Black Voices. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Pocahontas. Yeah, I love that, Alex. I love that Pocahontas. Hey. Fucking lion ass. I'm Native American too. How that's like literally the antithesis, and like that's pretty much like the creme de la creme when it comes to Democrats. It's like identity politics. It's like I'm also Black, like Kamala Harris. Remember when Kamala Harris went on was the Breakfast? What's that show called? The Breakfast Club? And she talks about smoking weed in like the 80s to Snoop Dogg, which I think that someone did a fact check on that, and like the timeline didn't match up with the song she was talking about. Anywho, she locked a lot of young Black men up for possession of marijuana. It's like, fucking people are so fucking stupid, dude. They don't look at that. They're so dumb. Okay, but that was the news on the Congress and stuff like that. It's just interesting how they're all getting rich out of nowhere. Another thing to talk about Tom Emmer's points, CBDCs are ridiculous, right? They want to control everything, including our money now. And, go back to a month ago when we were watching that video in China. If you get caught speeding, like they literally just do like a direct debit out of your account. I know you're not supposed to be speeding, but like, can we like go to court and stuff like that first before we start debiting people's account and shit? You know what I mean? Can you imagine if there was some sort of service where like we walked around and had like a Yelp review score over our head, like stars? I mean, I would be 5 stars, but what would you guys be? I know Jake would be like a 1 star for sure. You know what I mean? For sure. 100%. All right. So this is pretty interesting. So Justin, FTX receives court approval to liquidate $3.4 billion in crypto assets. So obviously FTX is going through some issues right now, right? They're trying to recover all the money for the people that lost their asses on FTX. And they turned out they have about $7 billion in total assets and $3.4 billion in crypto. And $1 billion of that crypto is Solana. Now, no doubt when this is liquidated, it's going to dump the market a nice bit, right? Because this is all liquidity. This is all $3 of straight liquidity, right? Obviously, they're not going to do it all at once. It's going to be a slow dump, which probably is needed to pay back all the customers who lost their ass, but that's probably going to bring down the market a little more. Just like the government sells your crypto when, after they confiscate it and stuff like that. All the people who got their crypto taken from the government, it gets liquidated. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So Paxos, you remember Paxos? They were the ones who were minting BUSD, Binance's stablecoin. Of course, the SEC hit them with I think it was a Wells notice, or I don't think, maybe it wasn't a Wells notice, but they had to abruptly stop minting BUSD out of nowhere. So they couldn't mint Binance's stablecoin. So they stopped, right? Shout out to Binance because BUSD didn't depeg at all, even though people were like selling it, and the market cap went from like 16 billion to like 3 billion in a matter of like a month. And they never depegged. So shout out to Binance for actually being about their shit, because we've seen issues with most notably Circle USDC where it almost depegged because they were going to lose their ass to Silicon Valley Bank. Obviously, the government stepped in, or Federal Reserve stepped in and said, no, we're going to help all the depositors. And they were one of the depositors. So it helped the cryptocurrency market, but still a little scary. But they accidentally overpaid $510,000 on a single Bitcoin transaction fee. That's a lot. I wonder how big that transaction was. But some news came out yesterday that Coinbase is going to be integrating the Lightning Network to their exchange. Now, the Lightning Network is a layer 2 for the Bitcoin network. And pretty much it makes Bitcoin maxis will bitch and moan about this. But if anything makes Bitcoin transactions cheaper, faster, whatever, just more scalable, it makes Bitcoin more scalable overall. That's a good thing, because cryptocurrency is, one, seen as a store of value like gold, but two, it's also seen as like actual currency, right? But obviously, if we think about the blockchain, although it's a nice idea in theory, can you imagine like paying for something with ETH at a register and getting charged a fucking fuck ton amount for, minor fees? Well, not minor fees anymore, but still fees, right? Network fees for buying a small amount of food. I just remember back in the day when we were swapping meme coins like every single day, I got quoted $7,000 for a $500 transaction for shit coins. That's insane. That's insane. But when the network is clogged up and congested, you get these crazy high fees. And that's why Paxos overpaid $510,000 for a single Bitcoin transaction. The Lightning Network helps with that, right? So Coinbase doing that, but they're also probably trying to get ahead all the big institutions that are going to come into crypto and buy all the Bitcoin up, like BlackRock and Fidelity and stuff like that. So they're probably trying to get ahead of that. But shout out to Coinbase for making a smart move, which is something they should have done a long time ago. All right. Okay. So let's get into the news that everybody wants to talk about, which is the BitBoy crypto news, baby. I've been covering this shit so much. And we have a little bit of a, you could say, okay, so one of the big talking points of this whole BitBoy crypto situation is the fact that Cassie, the COO of Ben Token, who is now the CEO, it's crazy plot twist there. She was getting paid $50K a month from BitBoy. Now we thought this as some sort of sugar baby thing, and look at, I'll be a sugar baby for anybody for $50K a month. I will do anything once, baby. I'll try anything once, baby. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, right? Because now the Hit Network is accusing BitBoy of unlawfully doing that, right? Just, not stealing money allegedly, but pretty much stealing money. BitBoy says, you guys want to know something funny? You guys should ask TJ about how he and his wife, Ali Bevan, met. He hired her as an assistant, aka subordinate. She was married. 2 weeks later, they started an affair, and she left with her husband and married TJ. It's the hypocrisy for me. So BitBoy is calling out TJ for doing something shady, right? But TJ didn't cheat on his wife, one. BitBoy did. Yes, he stole a lady from her husband, who, she was his subordinate, but that shit happens all the time. The subordinate thing, not the stealing from the husband. Let me put you guys up on game a little bit here, If you meet a woman and she's in a relationship and she cheats on her husband with you because you're the better option, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to you when she works somewhere else and she's tired of your shit? Women with integrity won't do that. They'll get rid of the relationship first, then move on to you, So those women are for the streets. I'm sorry. Those women are for the streets. If she's going to, if you're dating someone who's in a relationship and she leaves her husband for you, she's going to do it to you next, you weirdo. So to put you guys up on game a little bit, she's for the streets, right? It's at 304. That's what they call them. Okay. BitBoy says, additionally, Justin Williams, the head of the entire snake coming after me, also has had to leave a job for literally sleeping with his boss and close friend's wife. I'm not justifying my affair. It was wrong, but you guys need the context to understand what is happening to me. So BitBoy saying, well, everybody else is cheating, so why can't I do it? But here's the thing. BitBoy is the mouthpiece. He's the guy. He's the mascot for BitBoy Crypto. He created the company, but he's the guy. He's the guy. I truly believe that BitBoy would not be successful as he is without the production value he had, right? It's a team effort. Right? BitBoy owns most of the company, but it's a team effort, right? But you're the guy. You're the family guy. You're the although he's a little off-putting and he's kind of an asshole, he's still the family guy, family values, hanging out with his family, taking them the baseball games and stuff. And meanwhile, he's getting domed up by Cassie in the seaside suite. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Maybe not exactly that, allegedly, right? But, so it's different with you, BitBoy. It's different. And the fact that you're giving her money makes everything, it could be worse. But what about that money? Now, this is interesting. So Cassie was brought on to get sponsorships. Well, she's the one who secured the Stake sponsorship. Obviously, Stake, their biggest sponsor, bringing in $1 million a month in sponsorship money. $1 million a month. Well, when Cassie got that sponsorship, she was supposed to get 10%. Obviously, the company didn't want to give her 10%. They wanted to give her 5%. BitBoy convinced her that 10% was so big just to take 5%. He said, it was our biggest deal ever. Cassie was brought on to get sponsorships. She got the contract that is almost all of our monthly revenue, which, by the way, has not been paid since I left. So Stake is probably looking at this like, we don't want to be involved with this shit. So they're probably going to lose their Stake sponsorship because that even a company degenerate as Stake probably doesn't want to be caught in the middle of all this, right? Now, call me no fucking I'm no mathematician here, no gigabrain, no Albert Einstein, my Einstein journey. But 5% of $1 million is $50,000. So maybe she was just getting the money she was owed from Stake. And then the receipts are, right, because what was interesting is that Cassandra posted the email. She said, hey, these are the receipts. And then TJ said, I just talked more with Ben and we could do 5% on the Stake.com deal. So that was the money she was getting, the $50K a month she was getting from the Stake deal she secured. Very interesting, right? So, hey, she went out and she secured the stake sponsorship and she's getting paid for it. What the fuck's the problem? It's my opinion, you know? I mean, look, I'm pretty tough on BitBoy because I still think he's a scumbag. I don't like BitBoy. I think he's just getting what he put out into the universe. But in this situation, it looks like she may be A-okay, you know? Very interesting, right? And obviously her and BitBoy they're still on the same team, which if I'm BitBoy Crypto's wife, I'm like, you stay the fuck away from her. But the world's kind of fucked up, you know? It's all fucked up, you know? Yeah. So what's interesting about this is that where's Ben Token at? Ben Token just announced, can I find it right here, Ben? Be everywhere now or some shit? There it is. Ben Token just made some announcements. We have made 2 major updates to the Ben Coin executive team members in the best interest of the community and shareholders. Cassie is the new CEO. So she went from COO to CEO. Now, Austin, whoever the fuck that is the COO. And then Ben, of course, BitBoy, is now the executive chair. All right. Now, I'm going to make a video on this later. But what's interesting is it seems that Hit Network, sorry, I'm going to scratch my balls here a little bit. You might have saw that a little bit. You didn't see my balls, but you saw my hands reaching down there. Guys, come on. We're adults here. We can scratch your balls, okay? Maybe they're broke. You know, it looks like, you know, when they accused BitBoy of taking loans against their, because what happened was BitBoy Crypto put a Bored Ape Mutant Yacht, or Bored Ape Yacht Mutant, fucking the monkey NFT, but the mutant ones. He put it up to use as collateral for a loan, and it ended up getting liquidated, I guess. Or he sold it or something like that. And I think he was scrambling money to buy Ben from Ben.ETH. Ben token from Ben.ETH. And it looks like they may all be scrambling for money because this bear market has wrecked a lot of people, right? And what we've seen in the cryptocurrency world is, look, I get it, man. You know, so you're balling, and then out of nowhere, the market slows down, and it's hard to get promotions and stuff like that. I get it. So maybe they're hurting for money a little bit, you know? Maybe they're hurting for money. You know, maybe this is all, you know what I mean? I'm not out. You sound like a hater, TJ Snake, whatever. We have another Ben Dick Writer in the chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dan, making money on Ben like TJ, shame on you. Daniel, don't make me banish your ass to the channel round, bro. Just hang out, dude. Just stop being a little nut. Stop being a little nut hugger. Get BitBoy's balls out of your mouth. Don't be like Bleaves. Me and Bleaves are friends, but I gotta roast Bleaves. You know what I mean? Just stop. Get his wiener out of your throat, dude. It's not good there, bro. It's okay. It's okay to have an opinion. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? No, don't banish him. Let's roast him a little more. Let's play with our food a little bit. Just relax. You know what I mean? Take his balls out of your mouth. Take his balls out of your hands. Go wash them and just come back and sit down. It's okay. It's okay to have an opposing opinion. You know? You know what I mean? You just look. You know what I mean? It's okay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just relax. But yeah, you know, so it is what it is, you know. So very interesting. So, you know, there's 2 sides of the story. The one side is, you know, well, TJ is this guy that, you know, helped Ben build this business, and now he's trying to take it over. He's trying to take everything's Ben's work for, man. But the other side of it is, well, was Ben mistreating the employees? You know, people say, I read a comment this morning that said, I don't like all these, I don't like this social justice warrior stuff. But if you're being a shitty boss to your employees and doing all the shit they allege, then why should you be a part of the company? You know, now here's the grim part of all this is that I don't know if they survive anyways, even with Ben or without Ben, because when it comes to Altcoin Daily and Coin Bureau, the main competitors, it just seems like they're getting left in the dust. It just seems like that, just left in the dust. You know, that's what it seems. If you look at the views, you know, that's what it seems like. In my opinion, that's what it seems like. And to be honest, Ben has been a PR nightmare over the last year. You know, I know I talk about this a lot. The whole Atozi lawsuit, that's a PR nightmare. Getting involved with shitcoins with Ben.ETH, which when Ben.ETH, couldn't remember, BitBoy Crypto made a partnership with a guy he didn't even know online. Allegedly, he didn't know him. Right? This guy looks like a fucking retired SoundCloud rapper. He helped sell 2 pre-sales for $20 million that ended up wrecking a lot of people. So it's like, that's bad PR if you're the people that work at, you know, BitBoy Crypto's company at Hit Network. When you work there and you see Ben going out there making a fool of himself, calling some lady a murderer and an RAPIST because she questioned him on a cryptocurrency scam project he promoted, he called her out. Like it's embarrassing. It's bad PR. You know, it's like, well, if you work for the company, you think, well, this company's going to go, you know, into the dirt with him to being a degenerate, because Ben's a degenerate, right? It's fine, he's brash, but he's a degenerate, right? So you're like, well, do we just try to do it without him, or do we do it with him? You know, so you know, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? He's a PR nightmare, guys. He's not a good person. He's not a good poster boy. People like him, yeah, but he's not a good poster boy. You know, you can like him, but it's true. You know, so it's an interesting perspective. Now, what's interesting about all this, and I'll pull up my video that I made, is that people ask, well, how the hell can you fire someone who owns 67% of the company? Which is a very, very interesting question to ask. How could you fire someone who owns 67% of the company? How can Ben Armstrong be removed from a company that he owns 67% of? Why was he offered his insight on the whole situation, who owns 60% of the deal? So was that $50,000 he was sending her not a sugar baby thing, because that's what a lot of people were making it out to be, but what? Oh, I'll let you guys decide. So how can a company be taken from someone who owns 67% of it? Yesterday, Mario Nafal had a Twitter live space where they talked about the whole Ben Armstrong hit network drama. And during that live space, attorney David Silver offered his insight on the whole situation. Because remember, they were accusing Ben for all kinds of crazy things like groping, thrusting, throwing full protein bottles at people. Check out what David has to say about all of this.
And David, what do you think of the process? Like, is that pretty common for someone that owns 60-something% of the company, 63% of the company, to lose access to everything without knowing this was going to happen? Is that pretty common? You know, I've never witnessed, I'm not part of any legal cases. I've never witnessed that myself or witnessed others go through it. So I'm curious if that's pretty common when there's a business dispute.
Happens all the time, you know, and it's why they're making, and I'm not going to make Vic say this, but, you know, it's why they're making some of the allegations they're making, is because even if you have a majority, if you have minority shareholders, they have rights to. If you have the minority is not without power. If you do certain things that are so egregious, no matter what the contracts say, people are going to invoke their rights. And that's why some of the more salacious details come out in a public filing, because you need to make those salacious details in order to enforce your position. Because again, I use the example, let's assume for a second that it's a 67-33 split. You know, the money he was giving could have been his money, but those other people with the 33% still get their rights and have to enforce their rights. There are employees here. There are a lot of things. This is just a fight between a company. This is an intercompany squabble that will eventually be resolved.
Dave, one more question. What are some of these claims? You said that's the reason they put in some of these claims. I'm not going to get Nick to say it. So generally speaking, what are some claims? Because I'm sure TJ seeked legal advice. What are the claims that you would need to be able to enforce what TJ and the team, what BitBoy did? And that's just completely remove access of Ben and try to remove him from the company and sue him for everything else that we mentioned.
So again,
my guess would be like the physical abuse, without talking about BitBoy, just in general.
Yeah, I mean the number one. Look, we're going to throw aside the employee safety, because in this day and age, employee safety is number one. But number two is stealing money. You can't steal money and still keep your job, even if you're the majority owner. So those are the two things that we have here that are front and center. Those two things right off the bat, those are out there. I think those are what we were calling the salacious details. But at the end of the day, if you're stealing money, you're out. Even if it's your own company, I'm desperately trying to think of other people who have been kicked out of their own companies, but it happens on a regular basis.
So let me. Yeah, so pretty much, you know, the reason why they've been going hard on, you know, putting these details out there and pretty much trying to destroy Ben's character, saying he was doing all this egregious thing. Look, we don't know. No one knows exactly what the hell happened. They're allegations. Ben did say he did threaten to beat TJ's ass. He said that on a live space. So, you know, did he actually do it? You know, what about was he throwing protein bottles at people? Why would they just make that up? You know, was he groping people, thrusting people? You know, I mean, we don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but they're making all these egregious claims because just because you own 67% of the company doesn't mean you can fucking run around there and just treat people like shit and be a tyrant and then make all these decisions and use all the money without consulting the other 33% of the company. You guys act like just because you're majority shareholder, it's like you just can't do what you want. You can't treat what is this? It's the United States. You can't just treat your employees like shit. You know what I mean? And regardless of what you say, from a guy who's worked with large corporations his entire life, employee safety and the way you treat employees is number one. Even in the fucking military now. Even in the military, they're so soft, right? They're so soft. You can't say like derogatory names. You can't call somebody, words like that would be okay to be joked about in like the 90s. You cannot do. I've seen people literally get kicked out of basic training boot camp for calling someone an FAGGOT and stuff like that. It's crazy. They do. People say that's soft. But that's the day and age we live in. You know what I mean, do I agree with that? Me and my friends joke around like that all the time. I don't see that as a big deal because it's not coming from a place of hate. It's coming from a place of like, we're just fucking around. But people do say that to hate, and and I see John Doe saying go woke, go broke. That's how men talk. Man buns start crying. Yeah, maybe that's your perception, but half the world doesn't see it that way. Half the world doesn't see her that way. And the thing about Ben is he comes off as this like, conservative family man and all-American guy, and he's over there fucking his coworker and cheating on his wife. Is that all American? Maybe it is, I guess, right? Is that are those American family values? It's like, can you have your cake and eat it too? You know what I mean? So it's like, so just because you own 67% of the company doesn't mean you can just treat your coworkers like shit and treat your employees like shit and do what you want and come to work on a fucking warpath and make the company look like shit. Assault people allegedly, right? And make all these money moves without their consent. So that's interesting, That's interesting. Ben was dry humping Frankie Candles right on camera. Everyone was laughing until they went for the money. Yeah, but look if your boss is humping you and this is your job and your lifeline, are you going to say anything? Are you going to fight back? You know what I mean? So you got to think about it from all different angles. I'm not saying that people shouldn't have thicker skin. I think they should. I think it's ridiculous. Sometimes, especially in like the military, there's no place for fucking sensitive ass emotions, right? But everywhere, every corporation, every company is taking discrimination and that sort of stuff very seriously. Like it's kind of insane to me, especially since your objective is to I don't know, kill people. You know what I mean? It's so you can't just do what you want to employees just because you own most of the company. And like this lawyer said, it happened all the time. Minority shareholders, if they have grievances and gripes, they can kick a person who owns most of the company out for doing egregious things. And that's why they've been so adamant about pointing out the things that they think that BitBoy did or Ben Armstrong did. So it's going to be an interesting case. But, if you look at all sides of the story, it's very interesting because I do get it. If you're Ben Armstrong, you worked your entire life for this company. You brought someone in here you thought wasn't going to take the company from you, and he takes it from you. It's like that's betrayal. But I also understand the other side of what TJ is. It's like, dude, BitBoy is bad publicity. I've been making like negative BitBoy videos for a while now, and people can call me a hater, but it's not because it's because I see what he's doing. It's like people don't understand how big of a deal that Atozi lawsuit was. That showed who he was down to the core. A coward who was called out by his idol, right, for a project that he loves so much that he gets rid of the lawsuit just because everybody knew about it. Everybody turned against him. He wanted the clout, but once everybody started not to like him, he's like, oh, let me just rescind. Like, to me, that's all I need to know about him forever. And the lady at the crypto conference I went to, that's all I needed. No, you don't handle it like that. The truth is, in cryptocurrency, everyone, we've shilled projects that are either scams or didn't work out. It's hard we don't know the intentions of some of these developers. You take it on the chin. Someone comes to me and says, Rodney, you shilled a fucking shitcoin project. I'd be like, yeah, I did. You know what I'm not going to do? Just make an example out of say, she's a murderer and an RAPIS. I say, hey, that's my bad. I didn't know the project was going to dump. I take that, It's like, that's not how you handle that situation. BitBoy's older than me. Why do I have the common sense not to handle shit like that? That's not how you handle things, It's just not. It's just not how you handle things. And you also don't need to take steroids to get in shape, but no common sense, literally no common sense. It's like, what? I'm going to take testosterone and D-ball and take a bunch of diet pills and just not work out. And I'm going to get buff and be in better shape. Like, what? No, that's not how that fucking works, you ding dong. Why would you let people in control of your company and funds? Why would you let people in control of your company? What do you mean, BitBoy? Well, BitBoy was doing things without telling the team, but then BitBoy's also saying that TJ was doing mismanaging money and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, but that's very interesting to me. So let's chat a little bit. I'm going to chat with you guys. Go ahead and leave some chats in the comments, and we'll talk a little bit about whatever current events you guys want to talk about. Any crypto current events or the BitBoy situation. I have more heat coming out for you guys, so stay tuned. And I also may think of some Saitama heat. Maybe I'll start doing that little documentary I wanted to make a little while ago. Maybe I'll do that because, that's been fun. I'm getting more. You're gonna at least get. You're at least gonna get one high quality video from me a day, except for next Friday through like Wednesday. I'm gonna be gone in San Diego, so I won't be putting out high quality content, which I'm really sad about, to be honest. But I'll go ahead and make sure I'll make sure I do a live stream here and there and stuff like that. But I gotta do the vacay. I think it's one of those things that you can need now that you want. The whole team skinny steroids and then ratted Ben in Dubai running roids. None of them need to do steroids. That's so dumb. Thank you, bud. I'm trying to get better. Crypto Scribbles in the house, taking in some of this Primo content. I appreciate that conversation with Ken. I'm glad you guys like it. People get mad. People are like a little weird about me doing like gossip content and news, but people love it, dude. It doesn't matter what one person says when you look at the when I look at the views and the engagement. Like YouTube says otherwise. YouTube says, "Hey, Rodney, keep making this content," And so I do as the algorithm tells me to, So. Saw that picture, Rodney. Bro is getting jacked out. Looking pretty good. I'm a little fluffy right now, though. I'm definitely overweight. I have no abs. I got man handles, but I am feeling strong. But yeah. Brad says if he was killing himself in the gym and his goal was just to get jacked and he knew that was the risk, then roids were fine. But he was a complete idiot. Didn't know. Well, you know what's crazy about that, Brad? I remember this. Like so vividly in my mind. I remember when I was 19, 20, around that age, I was working at a gym and there was a guy that used to come a lot that I used to go to school with. And I was getting really good gains because I was, being consistent, and I have black people genetics, but still, look at genetics matter when it comes to building muscle, but everyone can still look good and have muscle mass if they train. Genetics do matter. Right? Remember that little African kid in your class when you were like fucking 10 years old who had like a fucking six pack and it looked like he was like 30? Genetics do play a role, obviously, right? But you can still look good for whatever you are. You can still get muscle mass if you just put in the work. Maybe you have to put in a little more work to get to a certain look, but you can still look decent. BitBoy has the body of someone who doesn't work out at all. BitBoy has the body of someone who gingerly walks on the treadmill at the gym and just takes steroids and thinks he's going to look better. But I remember this guy at my gym was taking steroids and he getting them from Mexico, and he was getting all kind of acne on his back, and he didn't change anything physically except for the acne on his back, because he would come into the gym and I'd watch him and he'd do a couple of arm sets and leave and think he's going to get huge by doing that. That's not the way it works. Even professional bodybuilders, people always talk crap about professional bodybuilders for juicing. Look, it's not abnormal to be that big, but the work they put in is still 100% dedication. You know what I mean? They put in the work. And the reason why bodybuilders take drugs is because in their sport they have to. There's only so much muscle you can build naturally. And each year if you work out consistently for 3 years, you're going to get the vast majority of your gains in those first 3 years. If you be consistent for 3 years, eat right, sleep properly and stuff like that, you're going to get most of your gains in the first few years of working out. The rest is just building that muscle density and getting a little bit better every year. It's literally the diminishing returns for working out is insane. It's insane. You don't get much bigger. You just don't. You don't. That's just the way it is. But if you're not going to reach your genetic potential, you're not going to put the effort in the gym. You don't go straight to steroids. That's so stupid. You don't go straight to steroids. Like literally, people are saying like I'm taking fucking steroids and stuff. Like people literally want to say I'm taking steroids, but the way I weigh is somebody's taking steroids because everyone tells me I am, which is kind of crazy. It's a compliment. Look at me through the years. This is my Instagram. Look at me through the years, right? Look at me through the years. Okay. This is me at age 22. Look at how shredded I am. This is me 22. I'm not much bigger now than I am there. This is me age 22. This is me then too, playing drums. This is also me at age 22. I look pretty good, right? My hairline still looks bad at 22, Jayhawk, so not that bad. All right, so this is me at 22. So I'm not much bigger than I was then. Then. Okay, let's go to another one. This is also me with my shirt off, which I don't look ripped, but look how big my arm looks at age 8? Okay. This is around 20, or I was like 30 or 29. So I look pretty good right there too. Right. And this is kind of working out every now and then, not working out a lot. This is me when I was in basic training. Look how jacked I looked right there. This is a few years ago, All right. This was about a year ago, about a year and a half ago. Looking pretty beefy right there. I post this picture, and this is me too. Looking like a straight brick shit house. Let's go. You know what I mean? And now this is me. This is me yesterday. I took this picture yesterday morning, and people want to say I'm on steroids. Does it really look like I made that much progress? This is good lighting too. It's not. It's just years of hard work. I've been working out for like fucking 14 years. It's like, and I'm not even that impressive compared to people I see. You know what I mean? Like, is that a huge jump? It's 13 years. That's a lot. And that's not even me working out, lifting weights consistently. I've been doing like sometimes I don't even work out for like a month. And then CrossFit, but I always eat right. I try to always sleep enough. I always try to at least make exercise something, MMA, jiu-jitsu, something, something. I got your boy doing some Muay Thai. I wish I took more pictures, but I don't take a lot of pictures. But I got some Muay Thai classes right here, This is what I was in Straight Blast Gym, Portland, with the MMA team, right here. Me doing jiu-jitsu. This is why I won my first tournament. So I've always been doing something active, So it's not like I fucking, so it's that, and that's what real progress looks like. It's like slow, small little progress, So you have big arms because you are a switch hitter, bro. Come on. Shut up, Jayhawk. That said, most people don't need them, as you said. I work out with a lot of super jacked guys on them. Used right, it gives them a competitive edge they need to compete. Yeah. I mean, if you have great genetics, like, for example, I had like a friend like this guy, He's like this big, tall, gay black dude. He's one of my good friends. He used to be in my band. His name is Ingemar. Like this guy right here. This motherfucker right here. This is when we were like 22. We're all stoned as fuck in this picture. We're at a house party, but this is my old band. This guy right here, literally ripped to this day, just jacked, brick shit house, this tall, and he doesn't even work out. It's just genetics do play a role, obviously, but you can still look good regardless of your genetics. It's that some people put on muscle way faster. Like all the elite bodybuilders put on muscle way faster than regular guys. That in combination with the steroids gives them that edge where they can beat everybody, Sebastian, no, I never made blue belt because I never was consistent enough. But I'm better than most blue belts for sure, Sebastian, and I'm big too. I was just never, Sebastian, how it is. You have to be consistent at a gym for a long time, And I usually just was moving around a lot, so I just hopped to gym. I mostly focused on striking, but I would do a lot of jiu-jitsu classes. But in order to get your belt, you would need to be consistent at a gym for more than a year, and I just never did that, I don't look like I'm on roids, but to the average person, I do, which is kind of crazy to me, It's kind of crazy to me, I think I'm on drugs. It's like, that's nuts. I'm not on drugs. Like, this is me last year too. Look at that shit. Me and the Gega. Look how fucking absolutely fucking mean I look right there, boy. We look fruity as hell, don't we? Dude, me and Jake look fruity as hell, don't we? He has the happy dad shirt on, you know what I mean? I need to Sebastian, but to be honest, I don't know. Your left arm is bigger. I wonder why. I do have a little imbalance in my left trap too. I think it's because of all the years I used to deadlift and squat a lot. My most I've ever deadlifted is 550 for 2. I used to do deadlift a lot, and I would do the overhand fucking thing. And as you can see, my left trap and arm is bigger than my right, but slightly, But it used to be a lot worse. It's getting better now. But my right lat is bigger than my left lat too. So it was all the barbell stuff I was doing. You know. Luis the leader strong. Black guy jeans black guy jeans for sure. Yeah. Black guy jeans do make a difference, but how old are you now? I'm 33. Brad says that cause the average person doesn't understand fitness. They think that anyone who has muscles is on roids because they are too lazy to work on themselves. Dude, 100%, bro. Like I was in the store with my chick the other day, and I still like honestly, I don't know how like jacked I am. And some guy came up to me, he was like complimenting me. We thought he was gay at first, but he wasn't. He was just he was another black guy. He's super dusty, like beard's all dusty, no fade. I mean, you think I'm dusty? The boy is dusty. So he came up to me and said, "Hey, where'd you get your haircut?" Which I've been there, bro. I've been in a town where I didn't know who was what, and I needed to go to a good barbershop, and I went up to people and asked them where they got their haircut. But he thought I was like jacked, and I forget. I was about to say you can't look savage with platinum blonde hair. Shout out to Cisco Rodney. Bro, shut up. I look savage, bro. Jay, if Rodney was on the juice, he would have big head or something. Man, shut up. Ooh, that dress so scandalous. And you know what another nigga can handle it. And she's shaking that thing like ooh the ish with the look in the eye so devilish. Dude, Cisco's fucking. Yeah, I don't deadlift anymore because I always end up fucking up my back. That's because when I was 19, so when I was 20, I was deadlifting a lot. And I remember one day I hurt my back. I felt like a little pool. I did a complete leg workout, and I remember I wasn't able to leave the couch for like 2 days. Just my back is fucked up. I'm pretty sure I have a herniated disc. I just don't deadlift anymore. I stay away from it. I want to deadlift because I used to deadlift a lot, but I used to deadlift so much with bad form, it caught up to me. And even if you have good form, deadlifting can fuck up your back. There's like been a ton of power lifters and strongmen. You know what I mean? Like I saw one on Joe Rogan's show who just talked about like just staying away from deadlifts. But I fucked myself up. I deadlifted too long with bad form. Now that if I deadlift with good form, I eventually hurt my back. I'm not wavy ass lining. Bro, leave my hair alone, bro. My hair looks good. I got fat guy jeans. You know what? Fat boy jeans, Edgar, are better for putting on muscle. You know, you're fat. You can get fat easy like me. I have fat boy jeans too. But those skinny guys, man, sometimes they're just not hungry as we are, and they don't eat, and so they can't get big. So if you deadlift right, you can actually fix that. Just don't deadlift hella heavy. I fixed my back with deadlifts. See, that's the thing, Sebastian. So I've been on this like little diet. I've been on this workout program ever since I moved here. And this is the most consistent I've ever been with weightlifting. I usually like end up like right around now is when I ended up doing some fucking sort of mixed martial arts, But and I was going up in weight 5 pounds every session, and I just pulled my back, Sebastian. I just pulled it again, and I said, you know what? I'm just not deadlifting. I've been doing RDLs lately, which have been good for my hamstrings and my lower back, but I do squat. I've been squatting, so I finally got the 315 for 5 reps the other day, and those are 5 easy reps. So I could definitely lift more than 315 squatting. So I've been yeah. And then with my bench, I hit a bench PR. I did 3 sets of 8 for 225, which is a lot for me. 3 sets of 8 for 225, and then the other week I did 2 sets of 9 and then 1 set of 7. Yeah, so I've been getting stronger for sure. I don't really leg press, Brad, because leg press hurts my back. I don't know what it is about leg press, bro. Hack squats hurt my knees. Leg press hurts my lower back. So they do have a hex bar, Sebastian, but honestly, dude, I don't want to deadlift anymore, bro. I just won't. That's the main reason why I got a standing desk, is so like when my back hurts, I can stand up. So it's not even worth it to me, to be honest. I know to a lot of people it is, but it's not worth it to me. But they do have a hex bar, yes. Like and subscribe. Get a trainer. I do have a trainer. I know how to train. I mean, my form is bad on some exercises. I know it is. It's not perfect, Like I was doing what are they called? Fucking rear delt cable crossovers, and people were fucking like, it's bad form. I'm like, I know, but I feel it in my rear delts. I feel it. Dude, wait till I get lean next year, guys. Woo! Wait till I get lean. I'm gonna be fucking like right now. Like I don't even look that impressive, but like once I start getting lean, it's over. Yeah, I don't really hack squat too much. I just do barbell squats, Brad. Barbell squats. So my leg workouts are probably like my hardest day, but my easiest day because I have the least volume. The only thing I do is I squat, which I usually warm up with like the bar for like 20 reps, then 135, and then 225, and then 315. Then I go back down, or maybe like 275. Do like 4 or 5 sets, and then I go from that. Then I go to RDLs. So RDLs, I've only been doing like 180 pounds on a machine. Then I go to leg curls, then leg extensions, and then calves, and that's it. That's all I'm doing for leg day, and I'll be fine. But for my chest and my back days are pretty high in volume. Rob Goddard says, I've been working on deadlifts and squats because big girl winter is coming, and I want to be ready because I need a warmth and Get it, Rob. You know, my chick is really strong too. My girl's really strong, bro. She's really strong. We're both fat people at heart, though, so we have to be careful because we both gain weight easy. We both like to eat, bro. I've never dated a girl who likes to eat as much as I do. Like, obviously, she doesn't eat the volume, but she's down. Like, I'm like, hey, you want to get some wings tonight? She's like, hell yeah, let's get some wings. All my ex-girls are like, no. Like, my last girlfriend was, like, super, like, vegan and shit. Like, super, not vegan, but, like, Beyond Meat sometimes. Like, you know, like, all this healthy bullshit, like Trader Joe's bullshit. My girl likes to eat, bro. She's a beast, too. She's strong as fuck. So she be beating Ronnie's ass when he gets out of line? No. She's not beat my ass when I get out of line. I don't know what the fuck you mean. I don't know what the fuck you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, little boy. Hold on, the little boy. Did you get around on the blockchain because you don't like Ben for another reason? I don't know. So my crypto space UK, if you're coming here insulting me, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so Around the Blockchain reached out to me yesterday, but they also reached out to like Zach Humphreys and a bunch of other people. They didn't just hit me up because of the whole BitBoy thing. Maybe they did, but they also reached out to hold on. This chick does the reaching out. Her name's Hannah. First of all, Hannah Babes is hot. Hannah Hughes. Just kidding, you fucking weirdos. But she reached out to me and Zach. She didn't just reach out to just me. She put a post up like trying to get. They want to get people like crypto influencers on the channel, so it's not just me. So, you know, I think she like made a post about it. You know, so don't act like it's just me. You know, but maybe yeah, it was kind of weird timing. You know, it's weird. It's kind of weird timing, to be honest. You know. It is, you know, it is kind of weird timing, to be honest. When was the last time you was on the show? I've never been on the show. She be picking up Rodney and kissing him. Getting a fight with Rodney is easy dub. No way in hell his noodle arms can block his head. Bro, I will smoke you, bro. I would love just to box you, Jayhawk. I will fuck you up. Jayhawk, I will fuck you. I will fuck you up, bro. My triceps and quads, goddamn. I've been burning chest hard, and I feel like I have made zero progress. Brad, are you tracking all your workouts? Because this is the first time I've ever tracked all my workouts, and let me tell you, because back in the day, I used to work out with like no plan. Not that I didn't have a plan. I would track like my big lifts, but I would never track my other lifts. And once I started doing that, it's a game changer. Because like each workout, you could try to get like 1 rep better or 5 pounds better or something like that. You know, you could always get a little better. Okay, thanks for answering my question. Cheers. It's obvious. What's obvious? Now, that was my first time on the show, but we took away the W. Now, a lot of people think that they put me on the show because of the whole BitBoy vendetta. Maybe. I don't know. But I do know that some of the guys that were there did watch my videos, so that's pretty cool. The crypto space is small. Everybody knows each other. But I did like it. It was fun. You know, it was all about like current events and stuff like that. I think people are surprised at how much I know about crypto current events, and they just think I'm a shitcoin YouTuber, which for the most part I am, you know. But I still pay attention to the fucking cryptocurrency news. Like I like crypto, the entire space. I just don't like meme coins. You know, I like all the news. I like the gossip. I like everything about it. Yeah, I tracked everything diet lifts, everything since science, everything science, my friend. Yeah, hell yeah. Bitcoin says I'm 5'11", 220, want to lose weight and add mass. Well, obviously, if you're 5'11" to 220, you probably have a good, you know, body for building muscle. You just have to work out more, man. Just get on a regular weightlifting program. You just got to go to the gym. Like, there's no shortcut, man. It's gonna take a long time. You'll be all right though. Jack, I would smoke you, dude. It wouldn't even be what I would do first, Jayhawk, is I'd throw a little jab out there, probably pop you right in your head like I always do. You're getting hit by my jab, and I'm gonna kick your legs. I'm gonna give a fat low kick right to your legs, and then you're gonna be like, wow, I got kicked in the leg. I've never been kicked in the leg before. That sucks. And I'm gonna look in your little eyes where you start sweating profusely and thinking to yourself, what have I got myself into? You know? And then I'm gonna fucking slam a right hand right down the middle on your chin and drop you. Brad, rest days are critical, especially for chests. As a skinny guy, it's been a mission to achieve a large chest. Yo, big ass getting shot. Well, yeah, Jay. If you're gonna, obviously nothing beats a gun. I track my lifts too. I was able to lift 2 more wings this week. Woo! There it is, bro. So I've been going to Buffalo Wild Wings because like they're not the best wings, but they're consistent because I like them crispy. And so my chick introduced me to this new place a couple days ago, and let me tell you something. Those fucking wings were amazing. I was talking all that. I'm like, they're not gonna be better than Buffalo Wild. They were way better, bro. Yeah, 220 is heavy for that weight. Yeah, it is heavy for that weight. But at least you know you can gain weight, you know. At least you're not skinny fat, you know. I don't track my workout. Everything is in my head along porn. Edgar, stop setting me up for those traps, bro. Stop setting me up for those traps, bro. You know? Stop setting me up. You know? I'm also in 5 days a week, so I have 2 days off a week. That's not bad. I do 3 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 1 day off. I start the week off with chest, followed by a rest day, and then the end of the week with chest, Brad. Yeah. I've been training for in Wing Chun for the past 6 years. It's like Bruce Lee style, which is called Jeet Kune Do. To be honest, Cohen, I don't think Wing Chun is very good for basic self-defense. I think against somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it could be good, but it's a good workout at least. You know, it's a good workout. You probably fuck somebody up who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, but if you fight against like an MMA guy, you will get fucked up, Cohen's. But I do think it's a nice, beautiful art form. Yeah, I'm fat. I can't get over 160. I completely maxed out. That's kind of complicated. 5 days and get it in, dude. That's kind of complicated. 5 days and get it in, dude. Oh, mine? Well, that's what my coach told me. My coach is an actual brick. You want to see my coach? I mean, he obviously takes steroids, right? But I mean, look at this is my coach, which I've not been tracking all my meals, so he probably hates me. But this is my coach. He's a fucking absolute brick shit house. That's my coach. And that's how he said I should train. You know. Sheesh, right? Now, obviously, he's taking steroids, and I won't take steroids. You know, this is him and his girl. Good for him. I mean, they both take drugs, right? But they're professionals, right? They're professional bodybuilders, so they have to do that. But he still lives a lifestyle where he has to, like, you don't get that big, you know what I mean? Not living it perfect. Steroids, like BitBoy will never look like this just taking steroids. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's remote. I've never met him. But he says 3 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 1 day off. That's what he says. So I listen to him. You know, I track all my workouts. He checks them out. So I do push, pull, legs off, whatever days they fall on. It just kind of works. He puts workouts for me to do in the app. So your videos give me jokes and entertainment. Oh, yeah, dude. That's what we do here, man. We just hanging out. So everybody does roids, but you? Well, not everybody, but I don't do roids, dude. I wouldn't lie about that. I don't need to do. I don't need to. No one cares anyway. No one cares anymore. Anyways, there's a lot of guys in my gym that I'm sure do roids. I'm doing full body today and legs on Friday, so I can be crippled for the weekend to watch football. Hey, man, at least you're getting it in, you know? You have to literally do everything right to hit those levels. Roids won't do it. Exactly. Well, as long as you're tracking shit. Oh, yeah, I have an app. Oh, wait, can I share that with you? Yeah, I just track all my workouts. And I get a little better each time. I'm supposed to work out, do chest today, but to be honest, I just want to sleep. I want to take a nap and then make those videos. I don't want to work out today, but I will. Probably like late tonight. I want to get these videos out first, you know? I want to get these videos out. Roddy, we joking. Look at your flabby ass arms. We could tell matter of fact that motherfucker's making me want some chicken wings. Shut the fuck up. This is dope. What's up, Squid Bro? I use VAR as pre-workout. I find it laughable when people actually care about roids because of the stupid stigma. Literally, your health is the only thing that matters. Exactly. If you do it right, I mean, it does increase your risk for a lot of things, but if you do it right, you know, you can be okay. He's a beast, bro. Look at this chick, dude. Look at the shape she's in. So you got to respect it. You know? Jesus. Jesus Christ. I don't track any. I don't think I'd ever get that shredded. That's like, obviously they're competition ready, right? Or you're like that little black kid you grew up with. He always looks like that. I don't track any of my shit. I just know that as a weird coach doesn't do that. I know that's weird that a coach doesn't do that, but I know what's going on with me. I was inventing for women to protect themselves. Nice. So it's good that you're doing that. You're wrong though, Rodney. It's pretty sick. I'll send you some videos. I like the eye jab and the throat jab. Fight should end in 3 seconds. I know what you're talking about, dude. Look at. I'm a martial artist, man. I've been trading pretty much my entire life. You know, I'm not like some elite level guy, but I know what's up. You know, it just doesn't work out anytime. You know, like this.
Guys, this is amazing. It was trending on Chinese social media, but the guy who beat the Tai Chi person, the MMA fighter, decided to finally, I don't know if the Chinese government allowed him or whatever, but he is now fighting Wing Chun masters. So
this guy's a Wing Chun master. This guy's a regular MMA guy who doesn't even look like he's in good shape.
His palms out. Oh, he's being aggressive. Look at Xu Xiaodong. Bobbing and weaving. He's like, look at him bobbing and weaving. He's like, you don't do any.
Let me tell you something. A wrestler would do a double blast takedown and beat the shit.
Damage. Oh, right to the jaw.
Look at
Bam,
that.
a takedown. Great little roll.
So if this is a real street fight, there's a takedown. He gets on top of him and beats him into the ground.
Great little roll if you saw that. That was pretty cool. Let's see if we can. Oh, we can't. Never mind. I was going to slow it down, but this, I mean, at least this Wing Chun master can take hits, unlike that Tai Chi master. Look at him sticking his jaw out, too. He's like, come, attack my jaw.
Look at it. He just letting him hit him, you know?
Very wide stance that he's doing.
He's wearing
I love the elbow. Did you think he threw an elbow?
Look at it.
Oh, tossed to the ground
You know,
like a rag doll.
It's like, you know, it's beautiful. It's a good art form, but like, you know, like that shit, like theoretically is like, okay, we watch movies. I'm just telling you it doesn't work. Like Bruce Lee would get fucked up by a high school wrestler. That's a hot take easily. The high school wrestler would take his ass down and pound him into it. Bruce Lee's 145 pounds, probably soaking wet. A fucking high school wrestler the same weight will do a double blast, take him down, and pound him into the ground. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know? I'm just saying. You know? If it was so good, you know, it's just not good. Well, let's keep watching this.
All right, let's do this. Come on, Shrisha. He's not the best MMA fighter. He's sticking his jaw out.
Oh! Clean right hand. Hit him with a clean right hand. Look at that.
Oh, shit. Master's probably thinking, what the fuck did I get myself into? All right, let's do this. Come on, Shrisha. He's not the best
Watch the
MMA fighter.
overhand
He's
right.
sticking
Watch.
his
Bam!
jaw. Oh shit! Wait, guys.
See what I mean? Like that's a master versus some fucking rando. Some guy. Well, he's not a rando, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's nice in theory. Like Steven Seagal. You see Steven Seagal? Flip, flip. Okay. The only way I'll believe it if it's a sanction, because this is a fair fight. This is a Wing Chun master versus an MMA guy who's not even letting him do MMA. They're not even letting him take him down and take him to the ground. You know, I don't want to see something set up in some guy's backyard of like, you know, or because what these guys do is they have a bunch of students who sit there and let them do what they want to them. You know, oh my God, sensei. You know what I mean? Don't argue with me about this. I fucking love Ip Man. I love watching Ip Man videos. I fucking love the whole series. I get it. It's just not practical. You know? But I gotta go, guys. I gotta get out of here. All right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys. Smash the like button on your way out and be on the lookout for some new heat. I've come out with some heat today, baby. Be on the lookout, baby. Bye-bye now. See you guys. Bye-bye. I know, Tyra.